Good morning to the leader in you. This is Catherine, your host. We're back for another edition. Listen, today is the last day of the second quarter. Tomorrow is July 1st, and we start a brand new quarter on tomorrow. Listen, no matter what hurdles you face this quarter, no matter what challenges you have faced, no matter the hindrances that came your way, the fact that you still made it here to June 30th is a testament of your determination, is a testament to your will and desire to continue to move forward despite every difficulty, despite the odds that might be stacked up against you. This is not your season to quit. This is not your season to give up. Listen, the fact that you're still moving forward, the fact that you're listening even to this podcast show right now, says a lot that you're still yearning for information so that way you can take it, implement it, execute it, and continue to push forward for your dreams, for your goals, for your family, for your community, for your business. This season, I tell you, has been very difficult. We did not anticipate when last year ended for us to thrust in 2020 and that this year to go the way it went. I mean, there were so many ups and downs for me personally outside of COVID-19 and outside of so many things that have gone on. It's been like a roller coaster the first 6 months of the year. But you know what? I'm still standing. You're still standing. So guess what we have opportunity to do? We have opportunity to continue to build. My topic on today is on your mark, get set, go. On your mark, get set, go. Listen, sometimes, when we were young or even any individuals that would be a part of a track team, before you're about to take off, sometimes it's often said, on your mark, get set, go. Now, before that moment, there was a season of preparation. There was many practices that many individuals that was on the track team had to attend, had to participate in. They had to exercise. They had to make sure they was eating right before that big day of the track meet. Now, listen, tomorrow is July 1st. Tomorrow is your track meet. Tomorrow is go time. This first 6 months have been your time of preparation. So I say to you, on your mark, get set, and go. Listen, there's something that happens with the individual when we make a made up mind and we fix our mind and make a decision and no longer kind of trying to fish around what we're going to do, kind of, 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the business. I kind of want to build a business. I kind of don't want to build a business. I'm not really sure what I want to do. When you make it up in your mind that you're going to go all the way and you're going to give it your all, and you say to yourself, on your mark, get set, go. See, that's what you need to be saying to yourself. Today is the final day of preparation for tomorrow, July 1st, entering into the third quarter of the year. Listen, tomorrow kicks off the last 6 months of the year. We don't have time to waste. We don't have time to play games. We don't have time to deal with folks that's still trying to figure it out, and you just want to entertain that because you don't want to seem like you're not being a good friend. I'm not saying cut people off, but what I am saying, you need to mind your time. Mind your associations this next 6 months, because based on what you do in the next 6 months, it's going to have an impact on how you start 2021, right? Sometimes people like to say, oh, in December, I'm going to start getting ready for 2021. No, we need to start now. In fact, it would have been really great if you started planning, a year or two for upcoming years. When I plan years ahead. So that way, I can start preparing myself, preparing the team. And of course, you're going to be preparing all the way up to whatever that moment is that you're about to do, whether it's an event or launching a business or whatever that might be. But guess what? Even if you haven't had all those years of preparation, you got the next 6 months. And the first 6 months of this year, it tested your will and your determination. So when we think about on your mark, get set, go, and I looked up, in the term, because we often hear the term, but when I looked it up, it said it's an instruction to begin something, typically some kind of competition. The phrase is commonly used at the beginning of a race to indicate when the competitors can start. It is often used as if the announcer is addressing all the runners at the same time. So I say to you, on your mark, get set, go. In other words, tomorrow It's not a competition with other people. It's a competition for yourself. Make it up in your mind. If you haven't already decided what your third quarter goals are and your fourth quarter goals, I want you to write that down today. Write it down today. Write it down today. So that way you will compete against you. Listen, this is what I said I'm going to do. And then when December comes, you look at that goal list and you say, did I do what I said I was going to do? Right? You're going to be at the beginning of a new race tomorrow. Right? At the beginning of a new race. Not with other people, not competing against other people, but doing what you say you want to do. Fulfilling what you said you called to do. Right? This morning, I'm just an announcer. I'm an announcer this morning on Good Morning to the Leader in You, saying, on your mark, get set, go, get ready. I'm making this announcement to jar something in your mind, to awaken you to purpose, right? Make your mark this third quarter. Make your mark, your handprint on this third quarter. The first half of the year has already prepared you. Tomorrow, July 1st, is go time. No more time to hesitate. No more time to question if this is your season. No more time to kind of, like I said, put one foot in and one foot out the business, one foot in and one foot out of doing in your family and in your community. Go all the way. Go all the way. It's go time. There's a quote that says, we keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. And that's a quote by Walt Disney. I'm going to say it again. We keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things because we're curious. I asked you this morning, what are you curious about this upcoming third quarter? Are you curious of the next level that your business can go to? Are you curious just how far you can go? Are you curious to push the envelope? Are you curious to open a new door that may seem to be intimidating to you? But you know what? You're saying, you know what, this third quarter, I'm going to go and pass the any boundary line, any areas that I'm intimidated, and I am going to be so curious to see what's beyond that door. I'm going to open the door. I'm not going to allow anyone to stop me. I'm not going to allow my mindset to stop me. I'm not going to allow the naysayers to stop me. I am going to go beyond that door. Because I know that this is my season. I know that this is my time to move forward. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. Nothing. I'm trying to drill this in this morning. Listen, guys, this is Good Morning to the Leader in You. We waking you up to your purpose. We waking you up to your leadership capabilities. There's another quote that says, don't dwell on what went wrong. Instead, focus on what to do next. Spend your energies on moving forward. Why? Because you're going to find new answers. Don't dwell on what went wrong. Listen, I say when you look at something that went wrong, analyze it, assess it, see what you can extract from it, how you can use it to better yourself, better your business, better your family, better your community. But don't dwell on it to the point you become paralyzed. You got to focus on what's next. Listen, tomorrow is July 1st. You need to be asking yourself right now, what's next? I want you to say that to yourself right now. What's next? July 1st, what's next? Third quarter, what's next? Fourth quarter, what's next? 2021, hello, what's next? Spend your energies on moving forward. And don't waste a lot of time still dealing with, energies in circles that's just wasting your time. The book, and I often reference this, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell, the law of the inner circle. Who's in your inner ear? Who's speaking to you? Who do you constantly be on the phone with? Who are you constantly chatting with? Y'all not talking about business and building and moving forward and building your family and community, something positive and moving forward. Is it just naysayer type talk? Is it just gossip type talk? Remove, eliminate yourself from those kind of situations. You have to come to your closed doors before you get to your open doors. What if you knew you had to go through 32 closed doors before you got to an open door? What if? What if? That's a question you have to ponder. What if you knew you had to go through 35, 36, 40 closed doors before you got to that door that was your door? Sometimes we stop prematurely. And we don't keep pushing forward because what we see around us don't look like the promise. What we see around us don't look like the vision. What we see around us, things are not even manifesting itself. I'm telling you, just like in the farming season, my father was raised on the farm, and there's a season in farming where you just plant. You don't see any harvest in the planting season. Could it be the first 6 months of this year was your planting season, and now the latter 6 months of this year is the time where you're going to see the harvest? But if you check out mentally, you won't even be in position to receive or even see opportunity when it's presented to you, because your mindset is not where it needs to be. Your mindset has been derailed like a train track. You know, a train on a track, if it gets derailed, it's off track. Sometimes we got to get our mindset back on track so we can see the promise, so we can see the destiny, so we can see purpose in our life, so we can see opportunities and seize those opportunities. It's not just enough to see them. We must seize them, right? We must acquire them. We must lay hold of them. We must grab them, and then we must execute. Listen, we're coming into a season where technology is heavily being used. We know it's always been used, but it's being used like never before, right? Technology keeps us moving forward. So look at your business model. Look at your business model. How do you need to tech proof it? What do you need to upgrade? You know, it's a song out there, upgrade you. What do you need to personally upgrade, and what technology tools do you need to upgrade your business? What? You know, I'm internally looking at these things even for my own business. How do we need to upgrade our business model so we can continue to be on the cutting edge? We can continue to have that slight edge with all of our business models and not get left behind. Listen, business, economy, everything. If you look at just the economy over decades, right, and just see how things have evolved. From inflation, just look at inflation, what something might have caused back in 1920, 1930, 1950 is not what we're paying right now in 1920. So look at the cost, look at economy, look at the inflation, look at everything that's going on, and look at your business model. What do you need to improve? What do you need to change? Maybe you need to do an overhaul and rebuild. Don't be afraid of rebuilding. I've had to rebuild many times. Because there's no point in keep going down a path and you can see it's about to get derailed. You see the train about to get derailed, but you're going to just stay on the train because you don't want to have to rebuild. No, we have to change course. Is also an opportunity when a conductor of the train sees something that might be in his path that could cause them to get derailed. They can switch tracks. So this is what I'm saying to you right now. July 1st, tomorrow, some of y'all need to switch tracks. You've been on the same path of this train and you see it's heading for destruction. You need to switch tracks. Switch tracks tonight so July 1st, tomorrow, you can start fresh. You can start fresh, right? So there's another quote that says, the only person that ever stumbles is a guy moving forward. You don't stumble backwards. You stumble forward. You never stumble when you're stationary. So don't worry about stumbling. Keep pushing it forward. That's a quote by James Carville. In other words, sometimes people, you know, the naysayers that's sitting around not doing anything. Oh, I see you messed up there. Oh, I see you messed up there. Oh, you thought that business was going to take off. It still didn't take off. Oh, you thought this was going to happen in your family. It didn't happen. It's still all this chaos. It's still all this craziness. And they're just sitting by the wayside. They're not doing anything. They're stationary. You're the one that's at least trying to make something happen. And yes, you have stumbled. Yes, you have made some errors. Hey, I have as well. You're not alone. Any leader listening to this show can identify with that. But guess what? You keep stumbling your way forward until you find your pathway. You find your rhythm. Sometimes as an entrepreneur, it takes time to find your rhythm. So I speak to you this morning. Find your rhythm. Find your path. Identify who you are and own that, and don't allow anyone to take you off your course. Show up this third quarter in an authentic way that represents who you are, that represents who your business is, that represents who you are going to show up in your community, right? It's a three-pronged process in my perspective. Your family, because charity begins at home. It spreads abroad into your community, and then ultimately you're able to sow and build a strong business model. So family, community, business, right? And sometimes you may stumble in either of those categories, and it's okay, as long as you keep getting back up and you're moving forward. Don't listen to the people that are stationary, because they're not trying to do anything anyway. They just want to get in your ear, pull you off. They want to say, oh, you're trying to be more than who you are. You're trying to, whatever it is they may try to say. And it's okay. Yes, you should want to be more. You should want to grow. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You should not stay stationary year after year after year after year in the same place, never growing, never producing, nothing. The same place year after year? No, sir, no, ma'am. We have to grow. We have to build. Don't let anyone take you off your course. Stay focused. Anyone that needs assistance with business development, send me an email, ct@catherinetrotter.com. Go to my website, www.catherinetrotter.com. Listen, there's something major coming up in July 16th, 17th, and 18th is Speak Life to the Nations. I am the coordinator of that national broadcast. Go to the Speak Life Tour website, speaklifetour.org. Click on the tab that says Speak Life to the Nations. It's a drop-down box, the 16th, 17th, and 18th, and you'll get all the information in terms of the speakers, performing artists, and such. Plug in. It is going to be a powerful, powerful event. Listen, I'm about to chime off for today, but I'm going to see everybody at the top. Again, let nothing stop you. Let nothing hinder you. Let nothing get in your way. On your mark, get set, go. And I'm going to see you at the top, July 1st, tomorrow. Get ready, get set, and go.